what it means to suffer in the flesh. Therefore, since Christ suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself also with the same mind. For he who has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh for the lust of men, but for the will of God. 1 Peter 4 verse 1 to 2. From the above verses, three things become obvious. 1. That we ourselves must suffer in the flesh in order to cease from sin. It wasn't just Christ who suffered for us. 2. That it is only through suffering in the flesh that we can cease from sin. 3. That it is truly possible to cease from sin and do the will of God. Christ suffered in the flesh. When Peter wrote that Christ suffered for us in the flesh, he wasn't referring to Christ's physical sufferings. It is clear that physical sufferings alone do not lead a person to cease from sin. No, Christ suffered in the flesh when he came in the likeness of man, shared in the same flesh and blood as the children, and was tempted in all points as we are, yet without sin. Philippians 2 verse 7, Hebrews 2 verse 14, Hebrews 4 verse 15. It was in this human flesh and blood that he was found obedient to the point of death, and he learned this obedience by the things which he suffered. Philippians 2 verse 8, Hebrews 5 verse 8. We find evidence of these sufferings when he cried out to his Father with vehement cries and tears, when his sweat fell like great drops of blood. So intense was his battle in temptation. Luke 22 verse 41 to 44, Hebrews 5 verse 7. Yet throughout his sufferings, his whole desire was, Father, not my will, but yours be done. There was a great battle and suffering that took place in Jesus so that this would be accomplished. And the result was that he overcame his own will, so that the will of his Father could be done on earth as it is done in heaven. Matthew 6 verse 10. Then I said, Behold, I have come. In the volume of the book it is written of me, to do your will, O God. Hebrews 10 verse 7.
If you want us to pray for you, please click on the link in the description area of this video.